Yes, that's right. We are live. We are. Thanks, guys. Thanks for a round of applause. Yeah, thanks everyone. We are indeed live. Oh my goodness, man! The day has come. I don't even know how I feel, but I definitely do feel tired. It's a little bit late. We are live from the LDN. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All zero. Yes, that's right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All zero of you in this live stream. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. All none of you tuned in. This is the real. This is live. No messing about here. We're gonna go straight in on this one. I am a retired corporate professional, retired professional athlete, retired councillor state mandem, retired refugee, son, boyfriend, brother, and I'm here to help you all live the business class lifestyle. That's what it's all about. So what is the business class lifestyle, you ask? Well, if you look at it in terms of like everything, there is levels. When you look at things in terms of flights, you've got the economy. You're born with that. That's a standard. You don't need to do anything to have that. You just walk on a plane and that's what you always get. That's economy. You've got then premium economy. And that's, you know, the little bit of work, actually, you can get there. Like, it doesn't take that much. You need to do something, but it doesn't actually take that much to go from economy to premium economy. And that's good. You know, that's basically very good. So if you've got economy, which is, I guess, is good, you get to live, you know what I mean? You get to do what you need to do. And then you've got premium economy, very good. You get a little bit of extra leg room, you know, maybe people might you know, wink at you and, you know, give you a little bit extra service, if you know what I mean. If you don't, you don't. And then you've got the level above that, which is business class. And business class ain't easy. Business class is not everybody's just, you know, chilling in business class. That's not a joke level. But I think it's obtainable for most people, and I can tell you, man, I'm the business class male. I'm the business class male. I can tell you that business class is a great place to be. And we're not talking just in terms of, you know, flights. We're talking just in terms of your overall lifestyle, your health, your wealth, and your relationships mainly. And when I say health, I'm talking physical, mental, we're talking spiritual, social. When I say relationships, I'm not talking with your partner. I'm talking with your mother, with your work, the breadth of relationships there. So health, wealth, and relationships. And with wealth, you know, we're not talking about just being rich. We're talking about true, long-lasting wealth. It can mean different things to different people, but effectively, you can sleep for the rest of your life. That's what it means. You can sleep for the rest of your life, and your family is good. That's effectively what we're trying to say there. So that's pretty much what the business class lifestyle is about. That's what I stand for. That's what I promote. That's what I want all of you to be able to achieve. I think it's possible. Economy is a given. You just need to live, and you're just economy class. Premium economy, it's a little bit of work. I mean, yeah, you may just get a little trade here, or, you know, maybe a degree, maybe just try something new with minimal effort. When we're talking about business class now, you need to put in an effort over a period of time. You need to have a specific skill or trade, and that is where you want to be, because life is a lot easier on that basis. And it's not, like I said, talking here about jobs, roles, but it's not just that. It's everything in your life. You want to be business class on all levels. So that's what I stand for, and that is the brand. So all that aside now, first ever live stream. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm here. I cannot believe I'm here. And you know, the topic has just been done off the cuff. If I didn't do this topic, I probably wouldn't be here. So what we're going to go through today is we're going to go through being successful on YouTube is usually a matter of force, not choice. I'm going to repeat that. Being successful on YouTube or social media in general, from what I've seen, is actually a matter of force and not a matter of choice. Hopefully that gives you an idea of where we're going here. If it doesn't, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Then I'm going to touch on 6 main reasons why people are actually forced into success on YouTube and social media generally. Then finally, I'm going to let you know the real reason why you've got me here at silly o'clock tonight, 1 a.m., suited and booted, like I'm running the show. You know what I mean? Woo! We're Ric Flairing out here. You know what I mean? We're suited and booted. But let's get right into it. So when I say being successful on YouTube and social media is a matter of force and not by choice, what I'm trying to tell you is that most people that you'll see successful in this space, they have had to come into this space. Their situation has forced them into this space. They've had nowhere to run, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. They have literally just pile drived into something like the world of social media. And it's a beautiful outlet when you deep it. It's a very beautiful outlet because you can be out there and talk your truth, your nonsense, anything, and you kind of can't be stopped, depending on sort of what you're sort of talking about. You know, if you keep everything above board, no one's really gonna try and go out their way to stop you. It's almost effectively like going to the gym. No one's really going to stop you from going to the gym, getting your exercise in, and improving in that area. The gym is always there. I could go to the gym right now. Gyms are 24/7. So you could tell yourself, I'm going to go to the gym every single day for X amount of time, and you can prove something to yourself, despite all the BS that's going on in your life, all the BS that's going on in the world. You can say, I'm going to stick to my gym, I'm going to stick to my diet, and no one can tell me nothing. And that's where a lot of people have had to find solace in this online space, because when they go out in the real world, the reality of the real world is very harsh, cruel, and different. But in the online space, I mean, I could just be wearing this. I could have taken this off someone and just jumped in here. You don't even know where I am. I could be in jail. God knows where. I could be anywhere. So the online world is a great outlet and solace. And when I say people become successful here out of force, it's because their situation outside of here has forced them to do something. And this is a world where you can do something for yourself from scratch, effectively. Hopefully that's got that cleared. So next, 6 reasons people are forced into success on YouTube and in general, really. This kind of, it's not just like YouTube, social media, it's kind of in general, but it's a lot more clear and prevalent as far as I see in social media and YouTube. So 6 reasons people are forced into success. So it's not a choice, they've got to make it on social media and YouTube and kind of in general. Reason number 1, Reason number 1, and you can look at the YouTubers that you watch right now, and you can't tell me this is not true of most of the YouTubers or social media people that you watch if you know their story. Reason number 1 why they are forced into success is frustration with their current situation. That's the bit, like they got themselves in a situation where it's just not going right for them. They've got themselves into a situation where there's a massive sense of underachievement. They're not able to do what they want to do, live how they want to live, move the way they want to move. And they are actually in a depressing situation. Yeah, I said it. Most of these people that come in on social media, there's nothing wrong with that. What effectively you're doing there is you're recycling your pain, you're recycling your horrific situation, you're recycling your depression, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people in the world of social media have come from a position of they are frustrated about their current situation, and they're just like, damn, I can't take this anymore. I can't take it. And then they just, some is a little bit more calculated, but the driving factor is what they're doing before this, in the real world, outside of all this, has not gone through for them. And out of frustration, they've decided to get on social media and so on. That's the first one. Now, this one probably should be at the bottom, but I'll put it higher up just because people would think it would be quite important. But basically, another reason, maybe the second reason in the list of reasons why someone is forced into success on YouTube is financial reasons. Now, the reason why, that's obvious to you, right? That might have been the first thing that you guys would have thought of. I would say something like, put one in the chat if that was the first thing you thought of, but there's all 0 of you here today. So, I really appreciate the support and keep coming in, all 0 of you. So I can look silly and not ask questions. But you would have thought financial reasons would have come quite high. The reason why it can't really come that high is actually because you don't make money straight away from this. It's a long game. It's a very long game. The rewards are, from what I see, potentially really good, but you've also got to be really good and you've got to be in it for the long haul. But financial reasons is a big reason for why people are forced into success on YouTube. And when I say financial reason, I guess I'm kind of talking from the flip side, where I'm basically saying people are down and out with no actual hope for a job that will pay them enough for them to even get out of bed. Like, that's how it's a bit of arrogance there as well from certain people that choose that route, but basically they do not want to do even a basic level job. They think it's beneath them. They want to do something that earns, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, because effectively YouTube or social media can be a vehicle that the effort that you put in ends up getting you more bang for your buck. So you compare basically something like being a bus driver over 20 years to honing your skill on YouTube over 20 years. YouTube, if done well, could probably get you more bang for your buck, all things being basic. You could be a bus driver, a very good bus driver, and you can have your own bus company, and then you can do really well. Yes, that's true. But all things just being basic, all you're going to do is just drive your bus as well as you can, and all you're going to do is just do YouTube as well as you can. All things being basic, you will get more bang for your buck from starting probably a YouTube or social media platform that provides value. And that is a big reason why people get into that space. Like, they don't want to do certain basic stuff, and they really want a better return for their efforts and their finances, and they're just frustrated, and the money's not coming in. They just think, F it, I'm gonna throw everything into this YouTube thing because I see that it's making money, it can make money. I'm gonna throw everything into it. F my job, F this, F that. I'm gonna go straight into it, and boom. So that's a big reason. So a third reason why people are forced into being successful. Yeah, and again, forced into being successful. What do I mean by that? I mean, you could not take this seriously and not end up being really successful. You could not even do this at all and just carry on. A lot of people that do this actually have maybe like side jobs or full-time jobs. When I say reasons people are forced into it, it means they're going into it and they have to make a success of it, right? So, another reason why people go into YouTube and have to make a success of it is they've recently suffered a major L. Yeah, so they've had a big L or a serious or traumatic event, and that's just put the fear of God in them, or just given them some mad force, energy to just literally get something done. And it can be quite sad. So, something that I've seen with a few YouTubers is they've lost a loved one. They've lost a loved one, and out of that situation, they've again recycled that situation into something positive, and they've seen that life is not something to be taken for granted. You know, you're only here for a certain period of time. Forget all of these excuses and misconceptions. I'm just going to go and do this now. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to go and do this because I know now, seeing what's happened to X, Y, and Z, that this life is so short. You know, another example is, let's say, you know, you've been forced to go into university, or maybe you wanted to go into university, and you come out with a third, or you maybe even come out with a higher national diploma. You spent all the 3 years, you know, 100 bags. You've been trying to do up uni raves and all this kind of stuff, and you've come out with a higher national diploma, and it's just sunk in, and you're like, man. Whoa, I've just come out with a third. What's my life gonna be like? You're just like, man, and then you're seeing your friends get their first graduate jobs. Someone's next man's got a property. Your girl that you used to be with, she's moved on. She's got a family now. She's living in another country. You see what I mean? And that feeling of sort of being left behind. That event, boom, all you done was try to get a degree. You put all your eggs in that basket, and you come out with a higher national diploma. Some people don't even get anything, and then some people, it's even if you come out of a 2-2, they're just like, whoa, damn, and I'm not competitive in the marketplace. A degree's not what it used to be, and I've come out of a 2-2. I need to get my stuff together. You know what I mean? And that's a big driver for why people. Well, basically, why being successful in YouTube is a matter of force, because that's going to make you do something. It's not about talent and trying this and let me see if this works. No, you've basically effed your life up by trying to go to uni. You've done a dumb degree. You didn't even end up with a degree. You end up with a higher national diploma, and now it's like, whoa! You're looking at you're doing a part-time job, and you're looking at how much is going back for your student loan, and you're thinking, I've got to do a madness here. I've got to try and do something out of the ordinary here, because this is not going to work. And then that's the point where you jump into this social media, YouTube world, and you put your life and soul into it, and you get some real success by force, not by choice. Cool. Controversial one, but very, very real nonetheless. A big reason why people are forced into success is their hunger and desperation for clout. Now, I'm not really a young man, but this clout thing is new. It's new world. It's new world. It wasn't there the same. It wasn't there the same. The idea of clout was not there the same. You had your rep, but this clout thing, I think it's a bit different. It's very, very different. It's very aggressive, divisive sometimes, but people are desperate. Like, people throw you under the bus. There's people making videos about being in the gym, and people are spying on me in the gym, and you're trying to put people on blast that are just living normal lives. And I'll give you an analogy, right? I hate the idea of road rage. I think it's not an easy thing to enter into, but I think people that enter into road rage are fools, and they need to learn a degree of self-control, as hard as it might be. I'll tell you why. Because anyone at any one moment can be in a situation where they do something a bit silly to cause someone to be like, oh, why are you going fast enough? Or, oh, why didn't you signal? Or why didn't you do that? Like, that could be the first time that person has done like a mistake or something silly in a year's worth of driving. And it goes the same on to you, because you're the guy that's road raging, or you're the girl that's road raging today, and tomorrow you're the one that's going to be doing that idiotic thing. So I absolutely hate the idea of road rage. But kind of moved off on a tangent there. But what I'm basically saying is, clout, it's a dangerous one. It's a very, very dangerous one. In today's age, people will do anything for that. People will do anything for that, and basically, it's quite divisive, and it causes people to try and throw other people under the bus, such as what I believe is in a way road rage. You're kind of throwing your fellow passengers under the bus when they're doing normal everyday things that you might do tomorrow. So if today, oh, I'm going to make a TikTok video of a guy looking at me in the gym, and then tomorrow, now you see a guy that's maybe got a weird top on, or he's showing his, I don't know, whatever's going on. Now you're looking at him. It's just nonsense, absolutely nonsense. All in the name of clout. I don't like it, but clout's a hell of a drug. That's what they say. Clout's a hell of a drug. And clout is a reason why people are forced to make a success of the YouTube or the social media game, because the clout itself is a driver. Their desperation for that basically forces them to kind of do whatever they can to make a success of their YouTube or social media. Not one that I'm familiar with, not one that I like, but that is I've seen that happen. The interesting thing with clout, though, is if someone jumps into something such as social media for clout and they don't get that initial traction, what you'll see quickly is they quit. So clout kind of only goes so far. You know, there'll be a lot of people that you've probably seen, heard of, gone. They didn't put real work into getting real talent or providing real value. They were just chasing the stars and the clout. But it's a reason. It is. And lastly, which is a bit silly, a bit dumb to have it last, but lastly, one of the main reasons that people are forced into making a success of their YouTube or social media is because they've actually got a legitimate business, product or service that they're trying to promote. That's the normal one. That should be the one that springs off your mind first. But the way the world's kind of set up now, you can be a social media influencer and you don't even have a business. Like, you are the business, right? But typically, if you're someone with a product or service, being on social media is technically free marketing. Technically free marketing. I actually, but just a pause, you know, the advert break. I was supposed to actually put that down to start the timer now, but we're already 23 minutes in. I wanted to kind of go for about 45 minutes to an hour. We're already 23 minutes in. I've rattled through this. It's quite late in the day. I've not had any engagement from all my 0 subscribers that are live in the chat. That's fine. I don't mind. We will acquaint one another very, very soon. I'm quite confident we will meet each other's acquaintance one way or another. But I digress. So yes, the last kind of main reason why a lot of people end up being forced into success is, let's say, for example, they've got a business, maybe they spent a load of money on a lot of produce stock, and it's just sitting there, and they're like, damn, I better do something to get rid of this stock. I need to promote myself. You're forced into a situation where, you know, you've got depleting stock, or maybe you've got a supplier to pay. You got to find the money somewhere. So you're just going to go online and you're going to go on every single platform and you're going to say, buy this, buy that, or just generally just show the damn product. You know, social media is amazing for marketing, and you know, it's free, more or less. You got to put the time in and all that, but it's pretty much free. So that's it. I kind of rattled through that. 6 points there. 6 reasons why most people that you see on YouTube, social media, are actually forced into becoming a success. Like, they don't just become a success and they're just here and there and there. A lot of the times, sometimes it's a case of, you know, they've actually sat down and scoped this and went straight in. Mr. Beast, for example, he sat down, studied, and then boom. Sometimes it is that, but the majority of the time, it's like their situation has forced them into it. So either they're frustrated with their current situation, their working situation, their general lifestyle, and they just, I've got to do something, boom. Financial reasons, you know, they need to generate income. They don't like the way they generate income now. So they just go out, try and do something for, you know, major financial success through social media. Burning desire to help. I missed that one. So actually that would have been number 3. I missed that one. That would have actually been number 3. That's the most That's the most genuine and authentic one. A lot of this is real. A lot of people that are here have a lot of people that are on social media actually have a burning desire to help and provide genuine information and share their experiences. That's actually real. That is actually real. When I say that, you're looking at, let's say, someone who's been through a certain lived experience that can try and inform you. So, you know, if you're, for example, going through a divorce and you see someone online that's gone through a divorce, you can take from what they've experienced. And, you know, these people, they may have been in a really, really tight situation. You know, it might have been a very emotional thing. It's an outlet for them to talk about it, but also they kind of want to warn you or advise you because they probably didn't have anyone to advise them when they were, you know, going to go ahead and go through whatever they were going through. So there is a lot of people actually that come into being forced into success because they're desperate to share their story. They're desperate to try and help other people because they know that other people are facing what they're facing, and they know that just with, you know, camera, lights, they can really change people. Yeah, change people's lives. 100%. You can change people's lives with information. So yeah, a lot of people are desperate to do that. So it's frustration, financial desperation, burning desire to help, serious traumatic event. You know, you took a big fat L. You know, you got divorced. You failed academically. Hunger for fame, clout, like we touched on. And also just the real reason why you probably should be using social media is to market yourself, market a product or a service. Boom. So most successful YouTubers actually, over the long term, are purpose driven. So what they're trying to do is they want to make a change. They want to make a change. And that's where, because this is the thing, right? I told you that the kind of clout chasers, if they don't receive traction, they stop. And then the people who are like doing it for financial reasons, doing it for frustration with their current situation, and maybe even the people who are, you know, marketing themselves, once these guys meet their objectives, i.e. finances, i.e. happy with their current lifestyle, i.e. the business is now running okay, they're probably not going to kick on. They're probably going to only go so far. They'll probably still achieve major success, but then once they've achieved their success, they're plateauing or maybe even just you know, walking away altogether. The people who have the most success that I've seen on YouTube have or are purpose driven. They have a calling in a way, or they've taken it upon themselves to infuse the world with this information or this advice or guidance or something of the like, and that's how they roll. That's what drives them. And even when they've passed the point of they've achieved financial success, they've achieved everything they want to achieve, they will still keep going because the mission is just never over. You know, when you're purpose driven, the mission can never really be over. And that's pretty much what I think works here in this space. I'm not an expert in this space, but being genuine and having a real burning desire to actually help is what actually will, I think, I mean, it will even keep you like somewhat motivated anyway. But I think in terms of long-term success, that's what you need. So if we look at, let's say, for example, someone like, I don't know if you know the guy, there's a guy called, I'm talking too much. I've got all these bloody, these soundboard stuff and I'm just talking, man. Like, what can I give you? Got to give you something, man. Like, just been here talking. I've got a whole soundboard. I'm just talking. Like, I'll give you something. What am I going to give you? What have we got? Let's see that. Try that. Yeah, we'll give you a bomb as well. Go on. Yeah, we'll give you a bomb. Yeah, we'll give you a bomb. We'll give you a bomb. We'll give you a bomb. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? What else we got on here? We got an evil laugh on here. That was an evil laugh. We're gonna have to play that again. Oh, man, I'm in love with this laugh, man. He's got one over in you with that laugh, man. That laugh is finishing me. What else we got here? Hey, man, you're taking L's. You're taking L's, man. What else we got? I'll stop playing with that. But yeah, I don't know if you know that TikToker, Kaby Lame. He's the guy that's kind of always going like this or like that. I don't know. He doesn't talk much, but he's always going like this or like that. Very, very popular. Probably, I think, the most followed now on TikTok. But his story is interesting. My guy was doing up factory work. Everybody was laughing at him. Everybody was laughing at my guy. My guy was there. He was doing up factory work. And guess what? Guess what happened in his factory work? My guy got cut from a factory. It's the death sound, isn't it? It's the death sound, isn't it? Like, imagine getting kicked out from a factory. I mean, what could you do wrong to actually end up getting made redundant from a factory? Bruh. Like, I don't even think it was a redundancy. Like, I think he wasn't good enough. I don't even know, but gotta give him one of those, man. Yeah. I mean, he had it tough. So his story is, obviously, I think Senegalese, moves to Italy, living tough out in Italy, council estates in Italy, projects if you're in the US. And then he got, kicked out of his factory job. So after that, like I said, he's just at home, frustrated, peed off. COVID hit. Then he just started making, TikToks, and then the rest is history. But the thing with him is he's also very authentic. That's why he was able to kind of pick up so quickly and so organically. Everybody can relate to someone which was the bulk of his initial kind of topics, basically just trying to show that people are overthinking things and showing them the easy way around. But yeah, his thing was a position of, I would say, a lot of these points. He's definitely frustrated. You just got, you're sitting down at home doing nothing in COVID when you had your factory job, that's gone. He must have had some financial issues. You've got no income now. Definitely had some financial issues. But burning desire to help? No, probably not. Serious traumatic event? Definitely. He got cut from his job. It's not an easy thing to come back from. Hunger for fame and clout? Definitely not, I wouldn't say. Marketing a business? No. So his situation, he basically just had a traumatic event and he tried to do something else on the side to try and make things work. And yeah, he ended up being where he is. So we are now on to the main event of the evening. So I did say we're going to cover what exactly do I mean by, you have to kind of be successful by force and not by choice. Covered that. 6 points, 6 reasons why people are forced into being success. Covered all that. And I did say that I will let you know why or what's driven me to be on here tonight at 1:30 a.m. I have been planning and telling myself now for a long time, years, planning, strategizing, just generally really, trying to go after this social media thing. And my purpose or burning desire is to try and help the younger version of me, to try and offer information, guidance, advice to the younger version of me so that you can go from A to B quicker, effectively. That's what I'm very passionate about. Navigating life as a young person now is treacherous. I have to admit, it's treacherous. It's not an easy world to move around in. There's a lot of benefits, then there's a lot of drawbacks. I find generally you're gonna have to avoid a lot of stuff to survive. As a start, you know, you're gonna need to survive a lot of things as opposed to do a lot of things. You're gonna need to avoid a lot of things as opposed to have a lot of things done. But just generally, it's very, very difficult for all young people, not necessarily the younger version of myself with my background, but just all young people, really. And I wanted to just try and show people that you can live a different way. There are people doing all kinds of amazing things, and we'll touch on a lot of topics that will probably run through a lot of people's heads at some point in time. I'm going to obviously do things based on what I know and what I've done. I've done a range of different things, but you know, most people will work a job. I don't care if you're an artist. I don't care if you want to be an actor. I don't care if you want to be a footballer. Most people on this planet will work a job. Some of these, there's a load of, there's a bunch of idiots around like, oh yeah, 9 to 5 this, 9 to 5 that. Oh no, the 9 to 5 that. Most people are going to at least need a job and will work a job. And the majority of people just have careers. So this all, oh yeah, 9 to 5 and entrepreneur and, you know, start a business, it's all good and well. But the reality is most people do not have the skill set, hunger, and desire to actually start a business and make it successful. And that is evident in the rate of success of starting a business, which is horrific. 90% of businesses fail in the first year. Some horrible numbers. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying the paper and reality today is that people are not doing that successfully. So it's a bit silly in some respects to tell people you should start a business over a 9 to 5. Yeah, you should just be a billionaire over a millionaire. You should be a billionaire over a universal credit. It's easier said than done, right? So I can talk about different things on various levels. I've done the office thing. I've done the uni thing. I've done the businesses side of stuff. I've done shadow economy stuff. I'll keep it 100. This is about being real here. I've done shadow economy stuff, so I can tell you about shadow economy stuff. I can tell you about doing stuff on road. I can tell you all about that. Keep it real. This is about genuine help and advice. I can tell you about all of that, and I will. So that's my purpose. So why did I end up doing this so late, 1:30 now, and why am I doing it now? Because I hate the idea of lying, right? Sometimes you have to tell lies. Sometimes they're meaningless. That's fine. But what really gets me is me lying to myself. That scares me. If I get to the point of lying to myself, I am doing myself in. I'm not comfortable in my own skin. I'm not comfortable. If I'm repeatedly lying to myself, like no one knows what's going on. I could be, I could have 20 baby mums, and this could be the room where I've got 10 babies in front of me. I don't know. You think I got just a camera here? I got 10 cots. They're all asleep right now. I'm just rocking them with my feet. 10 cots. I hate the idea of lying to myself because it creates delusion in my own mind. I don't want to poison the sense of reality that I have, because reality will smash your face in if you do not face up to it yourself. If you let reality catch you up, it will smash your face in. Reality will smash your face in if you do not face it early for yourself. You cannot afford in this life to lie to yourself. You can't. And I got into a situation where I was saying that I'm going to do all these things, and yeah, you know, because my word is my bond. When I say something is done, so I never necessarily put a start date on these things, but I was saying I was going to do all these things and not doing them repeatedly. And that is something that just grated on me. It just grated on me. So tonight, I cammed up, I put myself out there, and we are here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are here. So yeah, that is kind of me for now. What I want to try and do going forward is I want to do one of these 5 days a week minimum. 5 days a week minimum. The topics will be around health, wealth, and relationships. And I just want to add value. It's all about value. It's all about value. I am doing so many things right now. I could have a billion excuses. So this is the next part of the show. A billion excuses why you shouldn't do what you say you're going to do. I'm tired. How about that one? You look into these eyes. Man's tired. For real, man's tired. And also, you got to be. This is what I'm trying to say. I love to be real with myself. It's so much nicer to just come back home and you know, be the consumer and just watch your YouTube channel. You know, just you just watch your YouTube. You be cackling in the corner. You're creasing. You're creasing. Yeah, there you go. That's the one. You're creasing. You come home from work. You put on your YouTube favorite shows. Yeah. You know, you come home from work. Instead of you actually doing some work, getting on YouTube, trying to put some value on, what you want to do is you want to be like this. I'm going to put him on again. So of actually coming home and doing some work that's going to benefit your life, you would rather sit around and bust joke and skin teeth. About like that, man. That's what you'd rather do. That's what you'd rather do. That is you tell the truth. That's what you'd rather do. I got you.
Got him. Got him.
I got you, and I got myself too, because the real is that's exactly what I've been doing for many, many nights. There's been many, many nights where I've had my studio, everything set up, and what have I done? Let me look at this. This looks like fun. Oh, let me watch some football. Let me do this. Let me do that. You're just lazy. You're just darn right lazy. You don't want to do the work. You want the result, but you don't want to do the work. But this is the thing, and what I found out with the social media thing, you need to turn yourself from a consumer. I think it's important to be a consumer first. You need to know what's out there, how it works, etc., etc. You need to turn yourself from a consumer into a producer. Now, I know that probably sounds as basic as this.
Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes.
So, to start doing YouTube videos, you need to turn yourself from a consumer to a producer. I know it's quite obvious. Yeah, you need to stop watching and start just...
Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes.
Really? So yeah, you need to do that, and it's a big transition because you're gonna have to come out of habits where you come home and you're flicking around on this, you're flicking around on that. So you are actually coming home and you're preparing to put something on, to put on a show, to add value. It's a whole different mindset, and it takes a lot of energy and an energy shift. So that's another excuse I throw in the bag. Another excuse is I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Marcus, I don't have the time. Again, if you set yourself up in a certain way, you can do things with not much time, or you can do things that coincide with what you're doing anyway, so you're not really going out your way. Right now, what am I doing? What am I doing to give you that time excuse? What am I actually doing? I've got side business, full-time business. I'm trying to stay fit. I'm trying to, I'm basically trying to rip this suit. It's custom, but I'm trying to stay fit. I'm trying to go to the gym. I'm trying to eat well. These things take time, you know. I'm in the process of buying 2 properties. One that's a complete renovation. It's bought. One's already bought, a complete renovation. I'm in the process of trying to buy another one. I'm in the process of trying to also split another property, turn it into 2. I'm doing madnesses, and I need to rent another one out. I'm doing a lot. I'm actually doing a lot. This is the thing. I'm not coming from a position of really being forced into success, and what I maybe didn't bring across there is that it's not necessarily a bad thing being forced into success. Because if you're in a situation where you're somewhat comfortable, you're not going to push for that success. And if you want to go around talking about, you don't have the time, that's basically a cop-out. That's basically you saying it's not that important. It's basically you saying it's not that important. And that's coming from someone who, I've got a serious business that I do. I've got a side business. I do little bits and bobs of mentoring. I've got a property portfolio now, and I'm actively now in the process of buying a property. I've literally just completed on one a week ago, and it's a doer-upper. So I've got a lot of work to do, getting builders in, electricians, stuff like that. I've got another property that I've had now for 2 years that I'm going to split. Architects, plans. I got stuff on the go. I've got stuff on, and then you got social life. I play football. Honestly, you could sit there and make a load of excuses. You might have a lot more on than me. You might have a lot more than me in your dreams. Up your backside, you got a lot more on than me. But you might have a lot more on than me. That's your excuse. I'll definitely believe you if you said that. I definitely won't believe you if you said that. You probably ain't got as much on as me. You probably have not got as much on as me. But hey, what I would say is, again, it is just another excuse. It literally is just another excuse. That's the way you've got to see it, unfortunately. But there's so many reasons why this has taken me so long to do. I've been overthinking. I've been over strategizing. I've been trying to do too much, too little. So many excuses. Just a bunch of excuses. All I need to do is show up, do what I said I was going to do, and do it every single day. So 5 days a week minimum, I want to be here and giving you guys good content, good, valuable, useful information. And I want it to be live. I like interacting, man. I'm very open. I'm someone who, I love listening to people, whether they're I don't care the angles that they're coming from. I don't care the angles that they're coming from, because it's all information. Information is very useful. So I like to encourage discussion, because we will find something out. It may not be what we want to find out, but we will find something out, right? And that's the main thing, discovery. So I would love these to be very interactive, but again, welcome all 0 of you to the live stream. I'm going to say that until there's 1 of you or 2. I believe right now, actually, I'm checking right now. I believe right now there's someone in the live stream. Woo-hoo! Man, you made me happy, man. I don't know who you are. Put a 1 in the chat. I dare you. I dare you to put a 1 in the chat. If you're a bad man, or bad gal, or bad whatever you want to be, Put a three. Put a three in the chat. I'm gonna check the chat now. Put a three in the chat if you want to show that I'm that guy or I'm that girl, because there is someone on here other than me. So welcome, all one of you to this live stream. You gotta give me a like for that. That was for you. That was for that you. That was for the one of you. You gotta give me a like for that. Whoever that is, that other person on the live stream, you gotta give me a one on that. You gotta give me a like. Sorry, you gotta give me a like and put a 3 in the chat right now. I'm not messing around. Put a 3 in the chat right now. You're here. You're watching. Okay, look. Maybe you come in on the line and you ruled it all the way back, so you're probably not here now. But if you get to this point, you put a 3 in that blood clot. You put a 3 in that blood clot. And I want to see that people are actually here, because I'm not, I don't want to be out here talking to myself for that long. You know what I mean? But no, I know whoever's in there right now, I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Someone is here watching. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Someone's here watching at 1:46. It might well be someone I know. I mean, the reality of the situation is, it's quite an unfortunate one, but maybe I don't want to wish, like, put bad omens in the air, but a lot of the times these early people that are watching are your enemies. That's right, man. They're out there trying to get you. They're out there doing madnesses. They're bush watching. They're trying to catch you. They're bush watching, innit? So you think you come on social media, everyone's going to support you. No. You got bush watchers out there. They're watching from the bushes. They're here, but you told them to put a like in there. You told them to put a 3 in the chat. They don't do nothing because they're bush watching. They're waiting for you to mess up. They're like, who's this clown? Who's this idiot? Get him. Bush watchers. Village viewers. I call them village viewers. Village mentality viewing. Not supporting the team, but it's cool. We'll move. So any hater out there, I love you. I want to smooch you. I wouldn't go that far. But hate is actually on the same line as love. It's called passion, so it can be used. So whether you love me or you hate me, you are here. You are watching. I've asked you to give a like, put a 3 in the chat, do as you will, but there is some degree of passion that you've got for this thing. So I can only appreciate that, I guess. And yeah, love. I'm getting the soundboard going. I'm getting that soundboard going. Yeah, it's making me happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Getting that soundboard going. But yeah, that is the reason why I'm here. My purpose, I want to help pretty much the younger version of me, really. It doesn't really have to be the young version of me, but the idea is we're going to go from good to very good to great. And actually, I touched on this at the start. So good, very good, great. I'm equating that to class. I'm talking about the business class lifestyle here. So good, standard. You're born good. Economy class. Very good. You've got to do a bit of work for that. Premium economy. Being great takes a deal of blooming effort, skill, knowledge, experience, and time. Being great, being a great male, being a business class male takes a lot. I'm going to go into depth of what a business class male actually is. We're talking here right now about the business class lifestyle, right? But at some point, I'm going to talk about what the business class male is, because that as well is a thing. But being great at something takes a lot. And it may well take your life's work. When I say your life's work, probably like 10 years. 10,000 hours, they say. But if you can be great at something, you're going to end up living the type of life you want to live. And you've gone from good to very good to great. So that's economy, premium economy to business class. And I didn't touch on something else. See, obviously there's first class, baby. Some of us we're on premium economy, but what we want to do is we want to get to the business class. You want that business class lifestyle, baby. Will all the business class passengers please head to the front? That's what you want to hear. You want to, oh, that's me, straight in business class, right? But there's a level above. There is a level above, and some of us always fly first. And I'll be real, I'm not doing up first class. I'm not doing up first class. I am not doing up first class. And to be quite frank with you, I don't even think first class is a necessity. But what you actually want is the choice and ability to do up first class when you want to. You want to say, Mum, boom, going Jamaica, first class. Mum, boom, we're going to Ghana, first class. Mum, boom, you want to go and see Auntie in New York, you're going there first class. You want to do that whenever you want, But see, the business class man or the business class lifestyle is about making proper moves. When you're at business class, you can go all the way down to economy. You're doing a short haul, baby. You ain't doing the big thing. You're doing a short haul. You can do up a little EasyJet thing. You could do all that. You're doing a short haul thing. Pay your money, you move. You could be going to somewhere like Greece, which is a little bit longer. And you could go, boom, I'm doing the first class. Or sorry, I'm doing business class. I'm keeping it premium. You could go you could even go first, but like a business class person would probably see that as a waste. If you're doing a one big trip, maybe to like Australia or Africa or something like that, then you might go, yeah, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to go first class way there. I'm going to go business class on the way there, But if you're at the level of living an economy lifestyle or a premium economy lifestyle, you can't just click your fingers and fly business class. No. That's going to set you back. That's going to set you back. Like, them times where you're on holiday and you spent your next month's and the month after's money on your holiday, and you're coming back from the holiday, you're doing up sardines. You're doing up sardines at work. You don't even have a lunch. Forget sardines. You don't even have a lunch at lunchtime. You're having lunch at back home dinner. You know what I mean? So that's what the business class lifestyle is all about. It's about getting to that point in life where you can take 2-3 holidays a year. And we're not saying, blow 20 bags of holiday. We're just saying you could take 2-3 holidays and one of them you could do, if you wanted to, you could do a business class, you could do a first class. If you wanted to, it's not going to set you back. You're going to come back, your life's going to continue as normal. That's what the business class lifestyle is. So that's great. But then there's that first class lifestyle, and that's just when you're touched by God, and that's basically phenomenal. That's when you're moving phenomenal. You are an expert in your field. You've created the field. You've created the field and are the expert in the field. You've created the internet. You've created Facebook. You've created Tesla. That's when you are living the first class lifestyle, and that's not for everyone. Like there's a certain level of monstrosity of effort that it takes to actually get there. Now, like I said, if you just want to be an economy class citizen and live an economy class lifestyle, guess what? You just need to live. You don't actually need to do anything. Do a little bit of work, you become premium class, right? Do a sustained amount of effort, you can live a business class lifestyle. And I think most people can do that. But that phenomenal stuff, you need to be touched a little bit by God, or you need to be on a matting. Like living that type of lifestyle with that type of what it takes. You might have to sell your soul. I don't know how people talk a lot about certain industries and selling souls. I don't know what's going on. Like I don't know why it works and this and that. You may have to sell your soul. So I don't really focus on that level, and I don't know about that level. I do not know about that level. I don't focus on that level. But as a business class lifestyle, as a business class male, most guys can subscribe to that. And again, I'll have another separate video where I go into what exactly a business class man or male has, and how he moves, what that means, and so on. Someone's still bushwatching. Still bushwatching. I ain't seen nothing in the chat. You're still spying. Doing up X-Files on me. You know, you're creating a dossier. You're writing a big dossier on me. I've seen this guy in a suit. He's an idiot. He's in a suit. He's talking nonsense, and I'm gonna report him. How about you just put a 3 in the chat, and we chat, we be friends. If I can help you, I can help you. But anyway, I digress there. This literally was as a result of me just being peed off by talking. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I was killing myself. I don't like to talk because when I say something, it is actually done. I've programmed myself to a point where when I say something, it's done, and that's the level that you guys need to go on. That's the business class level. Premium economy people do not program themselves. They end up doing things. Economy people don't do anything at all. Premium economy people just end up doing anything. They're getting caught on the bounce. Business class people, they program themselves, you know? And I programmed myself so that if I actually say I'm going to do something, I'm actually talking past tense. If I tell you I'm going to go to the gym every day for 2 months, I'm actually talking past tense, because as soon as the words have come out of my mouth, I know that it's already happened. Yeah. And I've been saying that I'm going to do something. I didn't put a date down. I would have put the date down, I would have already been done. I didn't put a date down, right? But I was still talking. How am I going to do it? It's going to be great. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. I'm going to have a soundboard in there. I'm going to have everything going for me. Everything's going to be perfect. Until 2 years worth of talk and no results. 2 years worth of talk and no results. It started grating at me, man. Like I said, I hate the idea of lying to myself. It felt like I was lying. If you're really gonna do this, it shouldn't be taking 2 years just to come up and come out here and just do the videos. You know what I'm trying to say? The silly thing is I was and have been preparing these. So it's not like I've just turned up today. I've been preparing a lot of stuff for some time, but just not doing it. So there's absolutely no excuse. And you know, I'm just very, very happy that I've done it today, and it's gonna be one every day. I don't care if I have to come on here and talk absolute nonsense, talk crud. It's gonna be one every single day, and I'm just hoping that it's gonna give you guys a lot of value. Bit of waffling in there, we struggle streaming. Hey, the first couple are going to be struggle streamers. We're going to be slut streaming. You know, I'll tell you that right now. If you think you're going to get some crisp, beautiful streams, everything's moving swiftly, the sound is good. Nope, we're going to be struggle streaming. We're going to be slut streaming all down that pole. That's where we're going to be. We're going to be slut streaming. I'm sorry, it's not going to be perfect, but we're going to continue. I'm not going to stop. It's too late now. I can't go back. I've said it. It's out there. And I would absolutely love your support. I know there's someone there now that, I don't believe that will be family. So someone there that's not family, even if it's a friend, I really, really appreciate you being there. Ideally, you're not a hater, but hey, like I said, on the same line, passion, hate, love, we're on the same line. You're passionate about what I'm doing, and I really, really appreciate it. So lots more of these to come. I'm going to do it 5 days a week. You're going to see me here tomorrow. I'd love to give you a time, but I can't. I would definitely say 11 p.m. UK time. You will see me here. We're going to talk about a lot of serious stuff. We're going to make it funny. I'm going to try and make it as funny as possible. I don't like to take myself too seriously. How can I show that? Let's see if I've got a meme here that can show that I don't like to take myself too serious. Oh my goodness me. I mean, I'm gonna do this like this from here on. It's gonna be full-hearted. I'm gonna this same energy is gonna stay. I'm gonna do this every single day. I'm gonna have the energy of a bloody virgin.
Since I was born to this earth, I haven't slept with any woman before. I am purely virgin.
Hey, that's the energy. That's the energy I'm gonna move with. That's
Since I was born to this earth, I haven't slept with any woman before. I am purely virgin.
bruh. I'm moving with that virgin energy. I want this. I want this. So I've always wanted it. I've always wanted it, but you know, I was just kind of procrastinating, making excuses, pretty much lying to myself. So we are out here. We are live. We are bloody live. We're out there, YouTube live. Someone's watching. Someone's getting something, any value, comedic value, whatever. Someone is here watching. I appreciate it so much. I'm so excited and thrilled. This was just off the cuff. I haven't practiced or whatever. I just got back from business, cammed up, boom. I want to go in there and just put this out there. Tomorrow we're gonna have another one tomorrow, and at some point we're gonna get into the actual stuff that I want to talk about. But this was just topical, and it was here. I think tomorrow there's been a lot of things that have changed recently in terms of like the economic outlook and everything else like that. This is health, wealth, and relationships. So I think tomorrow touching on some economic stuff might be where I go down. We've had some interesting changes and movements in the economy and just making it real. So I think a lot of things seem like pie in the sky, even the concept of inflation. People need to drill down and understand really what that means, interest rates and all that kind of stuff, cost of living, changes with the budget. I'm going to touch on a wide range of things, I think. So I might have that one for tomorrow. Maybe it's a bit heavy for a Friday. But yeah, there's a smorgasbord. Put that one in your vocabulary. Smorgasbord. There's a smorgasbord. Put that in there. There's a smorgasbord of wide-ranging things that I've got to share with all of you. And any support I get, anything, man, just a watch, a like, a comment, anything, man. I honestly would really appreciate it. Seriously. And that is me for today. Series 1. Success on YouTube is a matter of force, not choice. We're out. Peace.